Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm going to be doing an almost full face of Moira Cosmetics, and I say almost because there's one or two items that I used in today's video that is not from Moira Cosmetics, but besides that I created this entire look using their brand and I'm super excited. I did just become one of their ambassadors and you guys, I'm so excited about it. I absolutely love their makeup products. They have so many amazing products. They sent over a box of goodies and you guys, no lie, this box was like 20 pounds heavy, okay? I'm talking lipstick, liners, blush, bronzer, foundation, literally almost their whole makeup line they sent to me, and I am so grateful, you guys. Like, I'm so grateful. Anytime a brand sends me something, I just feel so special, and this is the biggest PR package I've ever gotten. So I wanted to sit down and really test out the products. You guys already know, even though these products were sent to me, I always give you guys my honest opinion. So we have a lot of stuff to talk about in today's video. What do you guys think about this look? By the way, do not mind the Halloween decor, okay? I literally just did my last Halloween look last night, so I kind of was being lazy and didn't want to take it down yet, but I will be doing that tomorrow. So just bear with me. You guys are seeing this video after Halloween, obviously, but I am going to go ahead and switch that out in the present moment. Halloween has not passed yet. I am sorry about that. But yeah, you guys, I'm super excited. Halloween is officially over by the time you guys are watching this video, which means it's time for the holiday season. Believe it or not, the year is almost over. I'm really excited to get back into my regular content. We're going to go ahead and jump into today's tutorial for this look. I'm obsessed. It's a neutral moment with a pop of green liner. It's kind of like a greenish yellow chartreuse kind of liner, and I'm obsessed. I feel like it just brings a neutral look to a whole nother level. And of course you can always switch out the color of the liner and you can do any color that you want. I just wanted to do this really beautiful chartreuse color. I thought it was gorgeous. So before we jump into today's video, please don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you guys have not already. And of course, without further ado, if you guys would like to see how I created this beautiful look today using a ton of Moira Cosmetics makeup, then just keep on watching. Okay, so jumping straight into a voiceover, I'm going to be using the P. Louise base in the shade Rumor number 2. Now, Moira Cosmetics does have a base. However, I love this base. I feel like there's nothing like it, and I do like an eyeshadow base with a little bit of color, so I decided to just go in with this one. So as far as eyeshadows, we're going to be using the Moira Cosmetics Spice Delights palette. This is actually a new launch. This is their newest launch, as a matter of fact, and these palettes are beautiful. They have 4 different palettes. I highly recommend you guys check them out. And the first shade I'm going to be using is this deeper brown right over here, and I'm taking this on a fluffy yet more dense blending brush. And I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I'm really packing on that brown color, and then I'm also going to start to create that winged out shadow look with this eyeshadow as well. So I'm not too concerned about it looking a little bit patchy at the moment or just looking a little bit undone, because right now I'm just focusing on really building up the pigment, but you definitely want to start to create that shape. So this is what it looks like so far. As you guys can see, I'm just packing on the color as much as I can, and then I'm going to go ahead and move on to this shade right over here. And I'm going to take this on a fluffy brush and I'm going to start to actually blend out that harsh line that we created. So this definitely takes time, but you're going to see that as you do it, it is going to start to diffuse that harsh line, so that way you get that really beautiful blend. So to further that blend, I'm also going to go in with this shade right over here and a bigger brush. This one right here is from Morphe. I'll leave the brushes down below as well if you guys are interested. And I'm just going to go ahead and again just further blend those shadows. So what I'm going to do now is start to cut the crease, and I'm taking a Q-tip and some micellar water, and I'm going to go ahead and create the shape that I want. You guys, obviously I have the other eye done, so you pretty much know the shape that I'm going for, but this just makes your life so much easier, and it basically just creates the shape for you. So now that I went ahead and created the shape, I'm going to just go in with a makeup wipe and remove the rest of the eyeshadow on the lid. It just makes my job so much easier, and this is what it should look like so far. So moving on to eyeliner, I wish I didn't use this liner. I actually have the new Made by Mitchell liners, and I totally forgot because they're put away. But yeah, I wish I didn't use this one because this is a Fenty Beauty liner, and she came out with these I think for spring one year. So these were limited edition. You can't even get these anymore anyways, But besides that, it was so dry that the liner itself was actually cracking. So every time the liner would dry, it would crack and I would peel it off and have to redo the liner. It was a hot mess, but any liner will do. It does not have to be this liner or this color. So just giving you guys a heads up. So now what I'm going to do is go in with some blank canvas from P. Louise, and I'm not going to take this all the way out because I'm actually just going to go in with the Rumor 2.5 again to go ahead and carve out the outer portion of the eye, because blank canvas, once it dries out, it's like cement, okay? It doesn't go anywhere, and it's just a little bit harder to blend blank canvas with your foundation. So just a little tip, do that outer corner if you're going to drag it out with just the regular base. So now what I'm going to do is work on that brown wing, and I'm doing this super messily. As you guys can see, I'm just adding all the browns together and smudging it on my lash line, and then I'm going to go in with a makeup wipe and clean it up. This is the easiest, quickest way I found doing that. And then I just went back in with that liquid liner and just created a really nice wing, and I only took it to the outer corner of the eye. And then I'm going to go in with just some mascara. This is the KKW Beauty Mascara. And then for lashes, I'm going to be going in with the Moira Cosmetics Faux Mink Lashes in the style Wish. They're absolutely beautiful. And then I just quickly wanted to show you guys the box. I got 3 of these boxes filled to the top. It was insane. So this box was filled with, of course, complexion products. So let's get into that. I'm going to be using the Complete Facial Primer. This specifically is the smoothing one. This was a really nice primer. It's not my absolute favorite. It did have that really slippery feel, but it did the job and gave me a nice smooth finish. Then I'm going to go in with the Complete Wear Foundation. I'll leave the shade name down below, but this foundation was beautiful, you guys, and I'm using the e.l.f. dual-ended brush in case you guys were interested, but the color was perfect, the coverage was amazing, a little bit went a long way, and it just looked beautiful on my skin. I don't know if it was the combination of the primer and the foundation, but my skin looked amazing. So for concealer, I'm going to be going in with the Mega Concealer. They did send 3 different shades. I am only using one in today's video, of course, but they did not send over a cream bronzer, so I guess they don't have one. So I went ahead and just quickly cream bronzed with the Makeup by Mario cream bronzing stick in the shade medium, and now I'm going in with that concealer. So first of all, I love the doe foot applicator. It's a little bit on the bigger side, and to not mess up my eyeshadow, I wanted to show you guys a little trick. I do like to take a flat brush and really carve out that wing that I created, and then I'll go back in with the buffing brush and just buff out that outer corner, because if you try to blend this out with a sponge and mess up that liner, it's going to be a whole hot mess. So definitely take your time with that outer corner, and then once you go ahead and buff it out with this brush, you don't even have to worry about it anymore. You can go in with your sponge and just continue to blend out your concealer. So as far as the concealer, I really love the coverage. It's really beautiful. The shade was perfect and it didn't crease, which was really nice. And honestly, I was just obsessed. Like, it's beautiful. I loved the complexion products. So moving on to their Set and Correct Loose Setting Powder. This was very unique. This powder comes with 3 different shades, as you can see. But when you actually take the powder out, they do mix together on their own, which is incredible. And like I told you guys in my last video, I am using a powder puff now to set my concealer, and the brightness is incredible. This powder was so smoothing and I'm absolutely in love with it. So to set the rest of my face, I'm going to be using the Lavish Pressed Finishing Powder. This one right here is in the shade medium, and I just took a fluffy brush to set my entire face. And then for bronzer, I'm going to be using their Sculpt and Bronze palette. Such a beautiful palette and so many different shades. I was obsessed. And of course, I'm just going to take a bigger brush and go ahead and just bronze my skin. I don't like a very chiseled out look. I like more of like a sun-kissed bronze moment. Then I just wanted to show you guys 2 of these blushes they sent over, but I felt like they didn't really go with the looks. So instead, I'm going to be going in with the KVD Vegan Beauty blush in the shade Honeysuckle. It's one of my favorites, and it's a beautiful neutral blush that doesn't look like much in the pan, but as you can see on the cheeks, it's so beautiful and gives you the perfect flush. Then for highlight, I'm going to be going in with their Face and Body Highlighter. I'm going to take the lighter one, which I'll leave the shade name down below, and go ahead and highlight my skin. Now, this highlight was beautiful and blinding, as you can see, but of course, I don't want a stripe of highlight on my skin, so I'm going to go back in with my blush brush just to make sure everything blended really well. So let's go ahead and finish up the eyes. They were kind enough to send over a ton of lip liners and eyeliners, which I'm so grateful for. And I'm going to be using their nude liner, and this was beautiful. So I feel like it's really hard to make a wooden pencil creamy, especially when it comes to liners, and this one glided on beautifully. So for the lower lash line, I decided to not do anything too complicated. I really didn't want to take away from the graphic liner and the neutral colors on the eye. So I just went ahead and added some Lower Lash Mascara to my lashes, and that was basically it. For the lips, I did go in with one of their liquid lipsticks. It was a little bit deep for my liking, so I just went ahead and added a little bit of Jeffree Star's I'm Nude in the center, added a gloss, and that basically completed today's look. I'm so grateful for all the products they sent me, and I'm so in love with most of them. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm going to go ahead and leave Moira Cosmetics website down below in case you guys are interested. And of course, as always, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.